Hey guys, so we're going to do a reading. I had to start over because I was doing something and I'm like, you know what? Let me start over again. You know, you do that. You're like, oh, okay. All right. So anyway, so we're going to go ahead and read on the big news. Obviously, midterms have happened. And that was fun. You know, some predictions. I was like, Gail. But there's, I got some of them, but there were some surprises. I was really happy though. One of the biggest surprises for me that I was very relieved on was Fetterman won. Okay, now one of the things about that, because I know it was looking like Oz would win, you know, with he had the chariot, he had the victory card, right, and stuff, which I was kind of surprised on that, but you know, Oz was getting there. But I tell you, and this is why I'm trying to explain to you guys with reads, especially something like predictions, that they're very fluid, and things, if they're not fixed, things can change. Now, and if you guys see me drinking a lot of water, I'm going to the dentist tomorrow. I mean, it helps me. It helps me because sometimes I get achy. But anyway, the thing I really feel that changed that Fetterman got the vote. I'm not saying it's the whole reason, but it's a big part of it. Is Oprah endorsed him, and that was huge because she made Dr. Oz. She made Dr. Oz. She's the reason he was. Everybody knows him, and so the fact that she came out and endorsed Fetterman is huge. And I feel, I don't know who talked to her about it or if she just did it on her own. Though I feel somebody probably came to her, and maybe she kind of had to sit there, you know, and have, you know, a little bit of a conscience on saying things. It could have been easy because, you know, you help this guy make him what he was, but obviously, you know, he's he's on the wrong side, you know, and stuff, and she could see that. So anyway, it was I was a big movement. I really feel, and that's why I try to explain to you guys, nothing is always, well, most of the time it's not always fixed. Some things can be, but things can be very fluid. So I love to try to predict and everything, do my best, but it's that one, that is what turned the tides. Let's put it that way. And I'm glad she did. So that's a good example of it. But here we are. Here we are. But there were still some good ones, and then some tough ones that were like, shit, and everything. But one of the things we do see with the midterms, this is one thing we can observe. The good thing is it wasn't a red wave. I mean, a massive red wave. That's good. It's not perfect, but you know, for especially all happening on a lunar eclipse, at least it wasn't a red wave. Okay, so we've got we got time, you know. So there's a little bit of hope there, right? That then of course the presidency, but here we are. I knew Herschel Walker was going to be a big issue in this election. Something told me. I knew, and that's why I had a few videos on Herschel Walker. One, you know, because you know he's very much an example of kind of what is happening right now. That, you know, like just like Martin Luther King said, content of character. We have got to stop, or everybody has to stop voting for people that are clearly unfit or unhinged or liars, you know, that they'll lie in your face, whatever it is, you know, just because they're a certain party. Because if people keep doing that, this is it, we're done. We have to stop doing that. You know, it's just like even if it was somebody's a Democrat. If somebody's a terrible person and they're a Democrat, gotta stop doing it. Okay, we gotta stop voting for people. It's if people stop doing that, oh, he's a terrible person, I'm not voting for him, I'll just vote for the other party. If we don't start doing that, all these terrible people are going to run and win and just further destroy this country. And I knew with Herschel Walker this was really going to be a sign of the times, because he is clearly a liar. And he has been proven a liar. And even when called out for his lies, he, and with evidence, he still continues to lie. Even, when he was caught with the whole abortion, with a receipt and a get well card and a check, all of it, still lied. Still lied. I mean, there's so much evidence there. Where if he had been a redeemed Christian, truly, he would have admitted it. A redeemed Christian, because you're not supposed to lie and stuff, would be like, back in the day, that was me. Yes, I did do that. If he would have done that, okay, I feel it would have been a much different, in the eyes and perception of people. But because he continues to lie, that shows he's not really Christian. This is all lip service. And the only reason he's putting it out like he's some kind of Christian man is he's trying to defeat a Christian pastor, Warnock. Okay? This is a bunch of shit. Okay? So, and really, to me, the way, I get the game, what the Republican Party was trying to do is try to bring in a beloved football player and stuff and prop him up to try to defeat him. Another African American, and try to think people are stupid. And it's looking like the majority that are voting for Herschel Walker are white Republicans, not African Americans, because African American people are not stupid and they know what is happening. I'm going to go ahead. Some of you may have seen this. This one Georgia pastor. This video, yes, just like it says, it's a viral video. And, as a matter of fact, let's do the Brian Tyler Cohen video on this. He, just like it says, fed up pastor buries Herschel Walker. This is right before the election. And it was a heck of a sermon. And I would rather let him speak for it because he's African American and stuff. But he explains the game. He explains it. So let me go ahead and play this. Give credit to Brian Tyler Cohen.
Have you heard of life insurance with living benefits? This type of life insurance policy pays out tax-free cash while you are still alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, when the Republican Party of Georgia moved Herschel Walker from Texas to Georgia so that he could run for Senate, it's because change was taking too fast in the post-antebellum South. The state had been flipped blue, and there are some principalities that were not prepared for a black man and a Jewish man to go to Senate at the exact same time. So they figured that they would delude us by picking somebody who they thought would in fact represent us better with a football than with a degree in philosophy. They thought we were so slow, that we were so stupid, that we would elect the lowest caricature of a stereotypical broken black man as opposed to somebody who is educated and erudite and focused. Y'all ain't ready for me today. Since Herschel Walker was 16 years old, white men been telling him what to do. Telling him what school to go to, where to live, where to eat, where to buy a house, where to run, where to sit down, where to sleep, where to pay for abortions, where to buy a gun. And you think they not going to tell him how to vote? In 2022, we don't need a walker, we need a runner. We need somebody who gonna run and tell the truth about January 6th. We need somebody who gonna run and push for the cancellation of student loan debts. We need somebody who gonna run and make the former president respond to a subpoena. We don't need a walker. We need somebody who will be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding, knowing that your labor is not in vain. Georgia, I need you to know the slave Negroes y'all are used to don't live here no more. We can think for ourselves, function for ourselves, and vote for ourselves. Why? Because we don't need a walker.
Now, let's just be clear. There's nothing I could say here that would hold the candle to an Atlanta area pastor.
But he's right. He's right. trying to delude African Americans by putting him up to go up against Warnock. Except he ain't Christian, because like I said, if he was truly Christian when he got busted, okay, with the whole abortion stuff, he would have admitted it, owned up to it. That's the person I was back then. This is who I am now. You know, he would have given his, but instead he continues to lie in people's faces. And so hoping people, as he is a very dumb person, are dumber than him. And apparently that may be correct, because anybody who votes for him is asinine, is a complete idiot, a complete fool. Okay, that's just the bottom line. And so it's a very representative of what is happening in America. That's, you know, where, okay, he's a terrible person, but he's my party. Okay, he'll vote the way I want. No, you know, people got to stop being this way. You know, people have got to stop voting for these, you know, foolish people. You know, he has proven time and time again he is an idiot. Okay, but yes, you know, God, America, please do not prove, you know, to him that you're stupider than he is. Okay, that's what it comes down to. So, but yeah, I figured I'd let him explain it. You know, better him than me, because I don't want to take it. You know, but it's true. It's true. The Republican Party is hoping that people, especially African Americans, are stupid, but it's not. But the majority are white people voting for Herschel Walker because of party. You know, African Americans know what's going on. They're not stupid. Okay. Period. It's ridiculous, and it's almost offensive. You know, to try to fool people with someone like Herschel Walker. Okay, because he doesn't know what he's doing. You know, he doesn't know anything about politics. You know, he doesn't even understand, you know, the climate, air, evolution, you know. Let's get to reading. So what we're going to look at is we got a runoff coming, pretty much looking like a runoff. And it's a damn shame that it's come down to this, because really Warnock should have smoked this guy out. And it's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's because, you know, Republican Party. And, you know, some people in America are stupid. That's what it comes down to. Let's see who's going to win it. Okay. So, just, you know, sitting here, you know, I know Herschel Walker go up there and talk about, oh, the blood of Christ, and it's a good day to be a Christian, whatever kind of shit he wants to sell. And it's a bunch of bullshit and stuff. Look at that sorrow. It's fucking sad. Yeah, it is fucking sad. You know, that this, it comes down to this. Let's check it out. Oh. Okay. Okay, so you know, like I said, some predictions were tough and everything. I'm glad Fetterman made it though, and I'm telling you, Oprah, I really feel that is what changed it, because just to think, you know, when you got the person who made you and got you started voting for the other guy, you know, or at least, you know, not voting because she can't. You know, obviously she's in Chicago, but you know, endorsing the other guy, that says a lot. That says a lot. Okay. Yeah, but pretty much, you know, with these runoffs, it's amazing that it's happening again, you know, with Warnock. But you know, this is a big look at America and what it's come down to. You know, what it's come down to. But at least it's not a massive red wave. That was the main thing. You know, we were all bracing ourselves. All right, so the top one. Let me put that back in. The moon. Because I almost didn't call it. Hold on. The top one is going to be Herschel Walker. The bottom one's going to be Warnock. And the moon actually card is fine because it's very unknown at the moment, right? So we're going to try to uncover that. Okay, Herschel Walker at the top, the lust card. Oh shit, yeah. I mean, there's so much. Obviously, you know, lust for power, sure. But really, just even, you know, when we're talking about like what we say, you know, a good who's the good Christian man, and he's got that lust card. We know he's cheated on his wives. He's been, he's gotten around. He's paid for abortions. He's, and he's still, tempted and everything. It's all, he's not a good Christian man. Okay, so let's kind of see, but does it, yeah, I mean, as I say, that freaking devil. So you got the devil and lust. Herschel Walker. Yeah, he's a good Christian man. We got the lust and the devil sitting there, of course. The Spirit knows who he is, okay? And stuff. But is it going, is that going to stop him, from getting elected, okay? And stuff. So we do got the card completion. Let's kind of say, well, no matter what, of course something's going to be complete. And he got the Trump touch right there. See, that's the freaking thing right there. That's the bottom line. We got that Trump touch, okay? The Knight of Swords is always Trump for me. Okay, and I talked about that. As a matter of fact, in one of the reads, the Spirit Talk I did ended with, Knight of Swords, which, at this point, I am Legion, we are many. Okay, they're everywhere, okay? And we've got the High Priestess energy, which is really a lot, like I said, what I also can read can also be about secrets and so forth, that there's a whole lot there. Okay, so Raphael Warnock, we got the Ruin card. And he had it last time too. And what I feel though is, this is in the beginning area, guys. And it was last time too. Just trying whatever they could do to ruin his reputation or whatever. Not very good there. Not a good idea. But we've got the Peace card, Two of Swords there. People still, trying to decide which way to go. I also got the Six of Cups pleasure card, which can be also about children, childhood, nostalgia, the past, and everything. Empress, I feel he could do better getting the woman vote. I've said this, and I've said this a lot. Women, even Republican women, okay, there are those who will have a hard time voting for Herschel Walker, knowing who he is. Okay, because especially about the way he does women. So the one thing, Raphael Warnock has a better angle of getting that woman vote. And the Princess Disc, let me sit on that for a minute. But that also, actually, I feel what it's saying is also educate. It can't have to do with study and education. The people, I feel like more educated he is, definitely. With Herschel Walker, who lies about his credentials, saying he was valedictorian, proven a lie. He didn't even graduate from Georgia. He claimed he was the top 1%. I mean, he will lie. He lies about everything. All right, let's go ahead and see. Oppression, Ten of Wands. Yeah, Princess of Cups. Ooh, this is a tough one. With this, what it say? Hold on. Trying to think of that. Give me a moment here. Ooh. On this card, you always got to pay attention to the art, the Princess of Cups, which obviously, he's got a lot of cups, a lot of, especially emotion factor and everything. But I also look in this one, there is a little turtle in the images here, which I feel like the very first thing I hear in this, the very first thing that Spirit is saying, and I'm hoping it's not wishful thinking, but it's what I hear. There is a little turtle right there. Slow and steady wins the race. I feel he will squeak by Raphael Warnock. But I do want to say, still with the caveat, he's got to really, really bust it, as far as getting out there and speaking and, coming hard and stuff. But I do, just as I kind of look at that, slow and steady wins the race is what I'm hearing. Okay, just look at that little bitty turtle and stuff. And that, knowing that saying and stuff, it's a slow process. It's dragging forward, but I feel he's going to do it. Okay, thank the Lord. Okay, if this, I just, oh my God, this energy, this Herschel Walker freaking energy really gets my goat. And I'm a Capricorn. It gets my goat. I mean, the fact we're even here, guys, that it's a runoff. Okay, but I knew, like I said, I knew that we had to have eyes on Georgia for the midterms, because there was a lot more to it, with Herschel Walker here, that it's just a huge window, a huge example that we all need to be paying attention to, that this is what's going to drag America right into the pits if we do not stop. That like say, okay, that's a bad person. I know they're my party, but I'm going to vote for the other guy to send a message that I don't want a piece of shit. Running a state, country, whatever. We got to stop doing this. Okay, like just totally not qualified. He's dumber than a box of rocks. He's a bad person. He's a bad person. Okay, just overall, domestic violence, holding guns to his ex-wife's heads, and all this. And people can say, oh well, in the past he hasn't changed. He hasn't changed a damn thing. Even his own kid said a whole bunch of stuff. The lies. And so I feel he's going to squeak by, slow and steady wins the race. And that kind of fits very, very well, especially with this. This is a slow process and stuff. But this says a lot about America here, guys. That's what it comes down to. It says a lot about what is happening here, that with characters and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead. I guess I'm going to close this one. I'm not going to talk an hour, I know, and I do I may do it tonight, maybe tomorrow. I do want to look at, I know, the Carrie Lake. I know she's not running for Senate, but there's another window that's really important to pay attention to, because that right now is real close to and everything, and it looks like, and I'm very surprised actually, Katie Hobbs is ahead on that one, knowing that Arizona it can be very Republican, but Carrie Lake, if she loses, of course, is going to want to dispute the election, because she's Trump in drag. She's basically a female Trump, 100%. So I'll think about it if I'm going to do that one tonight or tomorrow. But I definitely want to look at how that's going to go. And is it going to be Trump, like I said, as a woman? Because, disputing the election, she already, 100%, does that whole thing that Trump won the election. She's been running on that, saying that the whole time. And now, as that one's close, is she gonna throw this big old fit in Arizona? That's what I want to see and stuff. So I need to keep my eye on that one too. That's another one we got to keep an eye out. And just even let me just keep an eye on these frickers. Okay, somebody actually, I'll have to look up this person, but somebody posted a tweet that someone did. Hold on, I'm going to find it. And it was actually one of my friends who posted it. And this is, we gotta keep an eye on these people. Hold on one second. I swear. Yeah, this is Brigitte Gabriel. And she did a post, raise the voting age to 21. So basically, yeah. Why do you think somebody, Republican would want that? All those young people, that can be, obviously they can be more progressive, not always Republican, okay? And they don't, because they don't. I mean, you see them on TikTok talking about stuff, and also can be more accepting of LGBTQ. Especially, and they're not as many are racist, a lot of that's older people. Younger people are different. And, but yeah, they want to raise, there are people actually suggesting raising the voting age to 21. Keep an eye on these fuckers, okay? All right, so let's go ahead. Say our prayers that this is the way it goes down, that Raphael Warnock wins this and stuff. And if you happen to be somebody who wants Herschel Walker to win, you're on the wrong channel. All right. Hope you enjoy my reading, guys.